Alrighty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, or this evening's video, we have a lot to talk about with Hurricane Elsa. Now, we have a lot to talk about the storm because the last probably 3 to 4 hours, we've seen a lot with the storm happening. So, right now we're talking about this thing is going to be making landfall as a hurricane. We officially have hurricane watches and warnings, or warnings out, and then tropical storm warnings and watches out. So, as you guys can see, for parts of the Tampa Bay area, you guys are under a hurricane warning right now. Um, so that's what something we do have to watch, and then we're going to be seeing making landfall around 2 p.m. Wednesday, which time has been pushed back a little bit more because the storm is going to slowly be moving slower than expected. But we expect this thing to make landfall around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and really fast moving from there. So you're talking about in the Atlantic side of from Virginia around 2 a.m. Friday, which this is going to be a night storm. Wind is expected with the storm all the way up into the Virginia area. Um, so we're going to start talking about the Virginia area, North Carolina, South Carolina area for next, because this is going to be making landfall into parts of Florida, right north of Tampa Bay. So if we look, I'll be showing you guys the reason why the storm is going to be forming off the coast right here. That is just due to because we have a front that's going to be meeting up on it around Friday, and it's going to cause some strengthening. And the storm is going to feed off the front, and it's going to strengthen a little bit more. But now, since this is upgraded to a hurricane, this storm is going to stay a little bit more alive during the time on land, and now it has more time to feed off that cold front, and now it has more time to feed off and strengthening and give some good gust of winds. So, if we go to our probability of our wind speed probabilities, as you guys can see, we officially have our probability 100% chance for Tampa Bay to see wind probabilities of let's actually look at our hurricane wind probability. So you guys can see parts of all of it still off of shore, but still you can see a little bit of edge right here. That's around 20%, which is still a good percentage of, despite to 0% outside of this. Even 10%, that's still a good chance. Now we're gonna look at our 50 knot probability, which is in 58 miles an hour in wind probability. So we look at our let's see, hurricane. So we look at our 50. Here we go, guys. So you guys can see this is going to be our 58 mile an hour wind speed probability. If you guys look, we can see a lot of that 50 is going to be going to 40% on the edge of the 50% for edge of the Florida, of the coast of Florida, and then maybe making its way into the middle of Florida with a 50% chance. And some parts of red is around 80% chance, which will be sustained winds of 58 miles an hour. So that's something we do have to keep eye on because the storm is currently not a joke to play around. So we're going to be looking at our range. So as you guys see with our new updation with this radar, our inches, you guys can see that parts of Tampa have been pushed into a good 4 inches again since last run. Last night was saying that it was going to get only 2 inches. Now it's saying 4, and then right south of Tampa Bay, we're going to be seeing around 6 inches of rain that's going to be expected. And then as it makes its way into parts of the Tallahassee area, you guys are not expected to get nothing off the storm, but still a little bit of wind. You guys will have a breezy good night and maybe a little bit of rain, a tad bit. But if you look, we're going to Georgia. We're going to talk about a good 4 inches in parts of Georgia. That's going into this right here, and then parts of South Carolina up to probably 2 inches. So that's your rainfall total for now. Now, if we go take a look at this, the satellite imagery, or before we actually take a look at that, we're going to be taking a look at our surge. Surge is still the same, just Key West was dropped off the surge map. Now it's still the same, so nothing to see, nothing new to see. Still Tampa Bay 3 to 5 feet, parts of Oklahoma River 2 to 4 feet. Um, so pretty much nothing to really worry about with that. So if we go to our satellite imagery, you guys can see that we're seeing better rotation and some dry air is still mixed up with this storm with wind shear, which is preventing it to form to its full max right now, but still is a category 1, which is very impressive with still strengthening as of right now. It is only probably about 5 hours from making landfall, so something we do have to keep an eye on. That's your satellite imagery. And here is our latest wind probabilities with our Hurricane Hunters flew out there, and as you guys can see, we're seeing some winds up to 83 kT and wind speed, which is probably, I don't know, uh, probably around good 90 miles an hour. Now, this is wrong right here, 1002 and 1003. That's been down, that's been upgraded to, or down, has gone down. The pressure has gone down to, I think, like 993, something like that. But you guys can see our strongest side of the storm is always the right hand side of the storm. In this case, it's going to be the right hand side of the storm. That's going to be the worst part of the storm, which is kind of going to be bad because it's right hand storm. It's going to be facing for parts of the Florida to Tampa Bay area, all the way out down to here. That's going to be bad for that area. Now, if you have the left-hand side storm, you guys are going to expect a lot of rain from the storm and tornadoes, all that. Now, I'm not saying the right-hand storm, you can't get no tornadoes or strong thunderstorms, but it's going to be more common of strong thunderstorms on this side. The wind's normally known for over here and like flooding and pushing on water. This side is normally known for heavy rain and supercells and all that start up on that side. So that's what it looks like right now. If we go to tropical tidbits real fast and look at our recent picture of what it's looking like, our pressure, as you guys see, we go down to here. As you guys can see, that our pressure is at 996 right now, moving northeast right now. As of right now, we're speaking. So it's coming close to landfall at wind 60 kT, which is around 75 miles an hour, with a pressure of 996 MB. So, that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about right now. Maybe let's see if we got anything else. My our plan is that we're probably going to be having a quiet July. Probably next week or two, we could probably see something popping up. But before we end this video, I actually do want to take a look at the waves. So here's your guys' waves, our wave probability. As you guys can see, we're gonna excuse me. We're gonna play it back, and really, this is not gonna be too much of a wave maker. Like I was saying, this is not going to be much of a wave maker. You are going to see some surge with it. But that's going to be the wrap of the video today, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, hopefully you did. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And we just recently dropped a new Instagram, and it's at Jacob's Weather, no spaces. And we dropped brand new merch. I'll try to remember to put a link down below. And we recently dropped a new video about probably 30, 40 minutes ago. And that's gonna be a wrap of the video. And guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications, share this video with your guys' family and friends. Until next.